Alrighty, folks, now that you have completed all of your forms, you are ready to put together your final paper. In order to do that, you are going to need to do a couple of things to get ready. So first things first, you need to go ahead and open up your email. As you can see, I have a favorites key up here so I can access mine quickly. You'll go ahead and get your email opened. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to also go ahead and go to Google Classroom. So go ahead and go get Google Classroom opened. So the first thing that you're going to need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is go ahead and open up your final paper Google document. To access that blank Google document that we already MLA formatted, you're going to go ahead and go to Google Classroom, go to classwork, open up the week 7 topic. And inside of that topic, you will find the lovely Google Doc that again should already be MLA formatted. Here is your assignment here. For preparation's sake and for practice sake, we're going to go ahead and work in the document that I have here called the most clear paper model ever, because that is exactly what it intends on being, a very clear paper model. So folks, in order to copy and paste, you're going to need to make sure that you open up your Google Forms. Like the directions before this video say, you need to submit this form once you're finished building those 2 paragraphs before you can copy and paste your responses. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back in this Google form. And if you follow directions, you don't have to worry about that. So otherwise, folks, let's go ahead and get started with copying and pasting, because that is where you are at this point in your paper writing process. We've built each component of the paper through the Google Forms, building and supporting themes, theme supports, and today's Google form finalizing the paper. So now, ladies and gentlemen, you just got to put it together. So go ahead and go to your email. And because I'm sure your forms aren't at the top of your emails like mine are, go ahead and search forms. When you search forms, all of the Google Forms that have been released to you will pop up. Ladies and gentlemen, this will happen for each and every one of you. There's not one person who can email me and say that theirs are not showing up in their email, because every single person gets a copy of their responses no matter what. Okay? So type in forms and you're looking for these 3 forms: building and supporting themes, theme supports, and intro and conclusion building. Now, if you are a person who is behind, you need to get caught up and get these 2 forms done. Otherwise, you got some work to do. So let's go ahead and open up the very first form that we did, building and supporting themes. That is where we're going to find our very first body paragraph. So if you open up the email, you'll see you get a full copy of the exact form that you filled out. Scroll on down. Your body paragraph is going to be the legit last thing on the form. So go ahead and go to the body paragraph, highlight it all, copy it, go to your paper, Control-Shift-V. That way, this will paste everything as it matches your current document. And then all you'll have to do is tab. Boom. And now you've created your first body paragraph without doing any additional edits. Now, if you go the long way, you just Control-V, or you just paste it into your document, you're going to have to make sure all of your formatting matches. So you'll have to highlight all of your text, make sure it's all 12-point font, make sure it's all Times New Roman, compared to if you just simply go to your document and you Control-Shift-V on your keyboard after you've copied everything, because it'll match exactly how your formatting already is. So let's do that again. Hit enter one time and go ahead and go back to your Google Forms. So now that we've gotten our first body paragraph, let's go ahead and get the rest of them. So you're going to go to the next form that you did, theme supports, and go ahead and get your second and third body paragraph. Boom, here they are. Let's copy my second paragraph first. Yes, all these examples do say the exact same thing, and that is okay because it is just that, an example. So we are going to get, again, highlight it all, Control-C on your keyboard to copy, go back to your blank form, or your document that you're typing your paper in, and then hit enter, Control-Shift-V. It'll match everything as it already exists. So there are your 3 body paragraphs. Now let's go ahead and get the intro and conclusion. So go ahead and back, go to intro and conclusion. This is the form. Boom. Scroll on down till you find your introduction. Here that is. You're going to hit enter one time. Control Shift V. There is your introduction. Go ahead and hit enter at the bottom. Control Shift. We're just kidding. Go and copy your conclusion. And then go ahead and go back to your document. Control Shift V. There is your conclusion. And ladies and gentlemen, since you've just been pasting in information, you shouldn't have messed with any of the other formatting in your document. Your works cited page should not have moved because when we created that page, we control entered. So we created a whole new page. So no matter how many things you add on these pages, you will not change where your works cited is formatted. It'll always stay censored with your citation there, as long as you are following my directions and simply copying and pasting. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. And once you're finished, you should be all ready to submit your paper. So, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and finish up what you need to, get your paper submitted, and you'll be done with this quarter. There may be another extra credit opportunity out there for you, but who's to say? Until then, ladies and gentlemen, finish up your work. Happy writing.